John Heilemann, I must start with you because you're now out and about. There is something about President Obama on the trail in 2020. There is a feeling of pent-up disgust at all of Donald Trump's sort of abdication of any effort to lead this country. There seems to be a pent-up desire to whack him in a way that no Democrat has been able to do. And Donald Trump responding in kind, literally live tweeting the Obama rally.
Yeah. Hey, Nicole. Good to see you. And Donnie and
Hi.
Donna, it's good to be here with you. 1 week out. We got 1 week to go, kids. Keep it up. We can make it all together. Let's hold hands and stay strong. I'm gonna plug something right now, but for a good reason, Nicole. The new episode of my new podcast, Hell and High Water, has me talking to David Axelrod, David Plouffe, and Alyssa Mastromonaco, who, for people who don't know, were kind of the Obama Brain Trust, or at least big part of the Obama Brain Trust in 2008 and 2012. And we were talking at great length about what it was like for them to see their boss back on the campaign trail. And the thing that all three of them pointed to was the thing you just mentioned, which was, Alyssa actually said that Obama used to occasionally refer to himself when he talked about what it was like when he was pent up for a while and then was finally liberated. He would say, the bear is off the leash. And they all cited that line, saying that's how it feels to have Obama out there right now. The bear is off the leash, right? He is having a ball to begin with, right? And one of the other things they pointed out and that I chimed in with was, Obama loves humor. And we think of him as this aspirational, inspiring speaker, and he was at his best as a presidential candidate and as president. But he also has a wicked, he knows how to wield the knife. He loves to engage in negative politics when he feels like he's on the cause of righteousness. And he can be funny as hell. And the humor is what he uses in a lot of those cases. And you can see when he's delighted with himself, with a line that he's written that he knows will nail Trump. He smiles and he has the sense of delighted self-satisfaction. He obviously thinks the stakes of the election are as high as they could ever be. He obviously thinks that he needs to do something extra in this election that he did in 2016, though he campaigned forcefully for Hillary Clinton. He's going to the wall. And the last thing I'll say is, in order to allow Joe Biden to continue to pitch the message of unity that we heard from him in Warm Springs today and that we've heard throughout the campaign, Obama is basically standing in and saying, I'll be your bad cop. I'll do this work. Even I will let Kamala Harris not have to do it. I'll take on the negative messaging because I can do it better than anyone else about this president who I respect so little and who I think is such an enormous threat to our democracy. Let me in, coach. I'm ready to play. And that's what we're seeing from Barack Obama right now.
All right. Unleash bear, Donna, because Jared Kushner trotted out his extraordinary mix of idiocy, racism, and incompetence. I don't want to play it, but let me just give folks the gist of what Jared Kushner said. It was along the lines of African. Here's what he said. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to read it. There's been a lot of discussion about the issues that were needed in the black community for the last few years, but it intensified after the George Floyd situation. You saw a lot of people who were virtue signaling. Big words for Jared. They go on Instagram and cry out, or, put a slogan on their jersey or write something on a basketball court. One thing we've seen a lot of, the black community, which is mostly Democrat, is that President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out, blah, blah, blah. And then he says something obnoxious about how he says they can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful. Here's what President Obama had to say about that. Let's watch. We'll talk about it on the other side.
His son-in-law says black folks have to want to be successful. That's the problem. Who are these folks? What history books do they read? Who do they talk to? Don't read? Is that what is going on? Black unemployment hit almost 17% during the Great Recession 10 years ago. And through a lot of hard work, Joe Biden and I helped get it down. And it kept on going down. Not because Trump did anything. And then this year, because they've screwed up the pandemic response, it soared back up to above 17% here in Florida. But it doesn't have to be that way, Florida, if you go out and vote.
So Donna and Donnie, I want to get you both in on this, on both pieces of that. Obviously, the economic fact check there was important, but the first thing he said, Donna, who are these people? I think a lot of people, even Republicans that support Donald Trump, wonder who the hell Jared Kushner is and what he's doing running the government and the campaign.
Well, I mean, these people are exactly who we think they are and who they've demonstrated themselves to be. You know, when I listen to President Obama, first of all, I say, hide the leash. We don't want the leash back between now and November 3rd. But I also think that he has a way of saying things that kind of draws you in, and then you realize that the knife is being wielded. And I think that makes people think about what this administration has brought on all of us, and really inspiring people to go out there and vote. I could listen to him all day long. If he could just riff all day long about this administration, I might have to vote several times, although we know we can't do that. You know, Nicole,
yes.
I've been thinking over these last several days that, you know, we see a campaign where Joe Biden is allowed to be himself and to be a unifier because he has such a strong ally and surrogate in Barack Obama. And that has proven, even in just a few days, more useful than almost anything else that could have been deployed in these last few days to really make the case against Donald Trump, but really for Joe Biden. And so, you know, really, I'm taking the leash. I'm going to bury it so that he can continue to be out there.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.